got my new car! So in about 30 minutes or so, I've actually got to leave to go to Tim Wallace's talk in North Wales. That's in about 30 minutes, about 8:30 right now. So as you saw, I brought my board out with me and I'm actually going to go and do some skating today. And your battery's dying, that's weird, I need to check that. But yeah, I'm just doing some skating this morning. And also I'm going to be doing probably going to shoot a short film here that I've kind of had my mind on for a little while. So I've just come here to kind of have a look at the location. Obviously this is my local skate park, but I want to just have a look to see what it would actually look like for the film purposes. Actually, I think it'd be absolutely fine if you come in the morning because it's nice mellow light and you get really nice sounds from all the birds and things like that. So I'm just coming here to check out, have a quick skate, get some exercise in before I leave. But Tim Wallace's talk today should be very fun. I am very much looking forward to that. And actually, this will be the first time I'll actually get to meet him in person. I've spoken to him a bunch of times on Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that. But yeah, this is going to be the first time I actually meet him. And it's so funny that from where he is, he's actually coming to 45 minutes away from my house in North Wales, so that's pretty hilarious. But I'm going to do some skating and I'm going to actually have to check to see if I have a spare battery in my bag for you, because your battery is really low apparently. Parking ticket is bought, change have closed, time to go to the theatre and actually get, because we got 15 minutes before it starts, so gotta go. So Tim's talk was a couple of hours ago now. It's now what? Yeah, 3:30 and we finished at 1 o'clock. It was great. It was a really quick 2 hours actually. But thankfully afterwards, I managed to catch up with him a little bit and actually, you know, get to shake his hands for the first time. We spoke a bunch before, but it was really nice just to meet him in person and chill out in the sun, because it's actually really bright right now. I don't know where this weather was when I was up in Scotland. It was there's not even a cloud in the sky right now. But I've had to get back to the car and move it to another area because my parking ticket was up in the other car park, so I actually had to kind of drive around town and find a spot to put it. I don't know if I'm going to go back because I think Tim had some other stuff to do or something. I managed to catch up with him a little bit, as I said, and then he had to go away to do some stuff, so I'll probably not see him again today. But I'm trying to think whether I stay here or not, because the town that we're in, Conwy, I don't know, C-O-N-W-Y kind of thing. It's Welsh, I don't know how to say it. But it's coastal. This area is coastal. So there is potential to do some photos here, and I actually have all my gear in the boot of the car right now. The only problem is that it's, yeah, nearly just coming up to 4 o'clock right now, and sun doesn't set for another 4.5 hours kind of thing. And I'm constantly having to like feed meters for parking tickets, and I don't have enough coins for the parking tickets because it only takes coins, it doesn't take notes. So I actually may start driving around to see if I can find any parking more along the coast, because we're kind of a couple of streets away here, and hopefully I can actually find some parking on the actual promenade bit, and then I may just hang around and chill out in the car and tweet on Twitter and stuff like that, and just wait for light to change and all that kind of good stuff. So let me go ahead and drive around and see what I can find. Huh, that sucks. Thankfully, the whole beach is not shut down. I just drove up a little bit further, a couple of minutes, and I'm here. Not as cool as the promenade up there, but definitely do some photos here. But there's actually like a beach thing down there. It probably won't, you can't see it. But the sun is setting that way this evening. So I am actually thinking that it might be beneficial to go down there and have a look to see what there is. I'm not sure yet, but a bunch of rocks, water. The tide is actually going out. High tide was 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 1:30 or something. So it's going out, and then low tide is 8 or something. So it's the opposite from what it was in Scotland. It was like low tide at 1, 2 o'clock, and then it was high tide at 8. So it's the complete opposite here in Wales. So I'm gonna go to the car, and actually what I'm gonna do, yeah, I'll drive down there, because it looks, I have no idea if you can access it or not, but I know when I was driving down here, I saw lots of cool places along the coast that I wanted to shoot, and I think that may be one of them. Don't know, but I'm definitely gonna go check it out now, because I've got time. Because this place, actually, I didn't even really know about it until I started to look at places around here to shoot, kind of before I went to Tim's talk, but I didn't end up doing that in the end. But it's more, I was like, oh wow, this place is 45 minutes away, and it's like amazing coastline stuff. So let's just go to the car, and I'm going to drive up and see what that little beach over there is like. Yeah, I think that's going to be a great photo spot. So I'm going to have to take my Brave pill and leave my camera here while I go get my bag, because actually it's way back over there. I'm fighting against the problem I had in when we were shooting at Bowfiddle Rock. And that problem is that it's too bright, and the tide, actually this is actually almost the opposite. The sun is just way too bright right now. Even with my big stopper, I'm calculating my exposures. Hold on, let me grab this bag 1 second. I just want to make sure I get it zipped up enough so stuff doesn't fall out. Some lovely sea juice on there. It's very bright, and the tide is going out, and it's going out rapidly. My phone vibrated. Oh, there we go. So the tide is going out, and it's still really bright, so I'm looking at 5 seconds for a long exposure. I actually think when the water is higher, it'll be better, because I can actually go further back and you can get more of that longer distance thing. But I'm still going to come out. I'm out here now, I might as well shoot. And yeah, the tide is too low to do those poles. Well, the poles that I can shoot. The poles that I can't shoot are really far out, and actually I can't really get to them. But here we go. Right, so all the clams and stuff on the floor. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to have to keep all my gear on my back, because this is still soaking wet. Plus I can kind of rest it on the clams. Yeah, let's try that. This is a really tough bag. This is the GoRuck GR2. So it's not a camera bag, it's just a gear bag. But I've got lots of flies, but they're not midges, they're just like water flies, I think. They're not biting me, at least. So that's, you know, something to be happy about. But I just need to clean. Actually, when I opened up all the gear, I realized I hadn't cleaned it, and it didn't even have a memory card in it, so I had to do all that sort of fun stuff. I've got a tab in a little puddle here. Because the tide's going out, we've got little puddles everywhere still. And just had a little strap go in the water there. But I'm going to need to put you guys down for a minute so I can put my big stopper on. Because that's the only real way. I need 2 hands for that. So let me put you guys down, and after all it's ready to go, I'll let you know what the update is. Yeah, I just did my first test shot of this with the big stopper. 6 seconds. Looks very cool. Cooler than I thought. Only problem is with the water kind of going away, it's really not. I want the water on the actual thing here, but the problem is it's all the way down there, and I haven't got. I took 1 Brave pill, leaving my camera behind, and I don't have any more Brave pills for today. So I'm actually just playing around with some more settings. Did 8 seconds just then, and that's very cool. Actually may play around with that a bit more. 8 seconds is kind of cool. What's very lucky is that we've got some really nice clouds going either way right now. They're a bit fainter, but this one's really nice and good and strong. And we're getting some really good, yeah, really good color in the sky actually. Just this blue is just bright blue, and it's making the water look great actually. So this is very exciting for me. My phone keeps buzzing all the time now because I keep getting messages and stuff from people on Twitter. I've started to speak to a girl called Ajna. I can't remember your last name, sorry. She is Ajna Adams. I think I'm saying your first name right. I hope I am. She is the social media maestro behind Kelby One Online, all the social media stuff, and I think she's fairly new to the job because I remember seeing a job posting for it, and I've got to say I'm pretty jealous for a job. She's got a very cool job at a very cool company, and okay, so these are actually looking fine. So I'm messaging back and forth with her on a whole bunch of stuff. She's super nice, really social. You should be, because if you're a social media manager. But I'm just going to tidy up a little bit here, because flies are starting to get to my gear, and it's not fun. But let me, let's have a look here. Do I actually go further down? I'm trying to debate internally in my head if I go further down, because I'm very happy with the way these look. And I know I've got my hat, so it's not going to be very great for me to see. But yeah, there's some really dark shadows down here. But I don't know if you guys can see. Can you see that? Nah, probably not. Yeah, you kind of can. You kind of can. It looks cool, but you want to be further down. Do I do it? Okay, let's go further down. I'm gonna go further down and see if I can do closer, because the way that the water is flowing over and off this centerpiece here looks very cool, and it will give it cool and a nice ghosting, and because the frame is really filled with this breaker. It's really, that's the word I was looking for. It's a breaker, it's a water breaker, but it's just filling the frame too much for what it is. This is meant to be a long exposure kind of thing, but oh yeah, I'm gonna just go further forward now. Screw it, I'm just gonna go further forward, but that means we need to pack up and pack you guys up, so give me a couple minutes and I'm gonna walk down there. Okay, so I summoned another brave pill. I dug deep and I found another one, and a nice little blue brave pill. And I'm actually just here now doing some stuff. I'm actually just trying to shoot away. And it's funny, I did a test shot just to see it was all sharp and everything like that, and I went back and forth between a shot, the previous shot I did, oh there we go, getting some good wave movement. You kind of had to be really quick with this water stuff on long exposures, because waves move in and out all the time. You just want to be able to you're catching movement and stuff like that, but waves are still kind of coming around me. But yeah, as I said, I was reviewing the test shot against the previous one, and I actually kind of liked the place I was at before, because it was nice. It was like a nice leading line to the horizon kind of thing. This is more hidden, but I think I'll come back here tomorrow, because as I said, I'm fairly close, and I don't have anything planned for tomorrow. But I'm just going to keep shooting away here for a minute and just see if I can get any big movements, because every 7th wave or so, it's meant to be a big wave like this. I think this, yeah, this is bigger than that. There we are. So, as I was saying, yep, just taking a couple of shots. I may move again. Actually, this is a really nice spot, though. This feels like Florida, actually, the more I think about it. Really bright sun, the blue sky. I'm sure I'm probably going to be sunburned, because I'm pale Scottish guy, so yeah, it's a really nice day, actually. Although, funny enough, there's none of those flies here. There was a whole bunch of water flies hanging around those rocks back there, but there's none here as far as I can see. Maybe there's just too much water, they can't get to the rocks yet. I'm just going to do a couple more. Again, for those curious of all my camera settings, this is 8 seconds with the big stopper, f8 and ISO 100. So it's pretty, it's almost always the same. ISO is always the same, it's always 100, but yeah, it's just nice day to be shooting. Sunset, I know, because I was doing a whole bunch of checking today, is setting down there somewhere, I'm thinking. So I kind of want to go over to that beach area there, but the problem is sunset right now is 9-ish and 8 something is lowest tide, and that beach is already looking kind of low, but there looks like there could be some rocks in the far end. I'll go over there and check it out, but do I try and go further forward? I might actually try and go further forward. Problem is, I've got skate shoes on right now, so they're not the best grip in the world, and the water is really coming up quite high, and I can already see where I want to shoot, but it's very far forward and the water does kind of hit it. If I had my boots on or my my trail running shoes, I would have gone, but let me have a look and I'll see if I can actually decide if I'm going to do it or not. The Brave Pill is working some more, and it's paying off, let's say that. These look really cool because you're so close to the water. You get really cool ghosting, and just because everything is so blue, it looks stunning. And the blue contrasting with the green actually works really well, better than actually I thought it would, because it kind of clash normally in my eyes. But yeah, I'm just waiting for some really big waves. I'm just shooting, you know, just constantly taking pictures, picture, just to see, because you can't know what the wave is going to do, but you can kind of predict it, and you can predict movement and things. So you can say, oh, that looks like it's a big wave coming, and then it's, oh, hopefully it does come. But that's why, you know, it's a good thing with digital, I guess. But these are looking good. I want one big wave to come through though. Thankfully I haven't gotten wet yet. But it's very cool. The horizon line just kind of blends, actually. It just kind of blends in. You don't even really see it. It's very much like those fine art black and whites, but I prefer it in color, actually, I think. Although, saying that, I'll probably take it into black and white just to have a look, because I'm curious that kind of way. But this is actually looking like a shot for sure. I'm just going to keep shooting. There's a definite potential I'll go further in. I'll be fair about that. I could probably go forward a couple more feet, I think. Should I do that? Oh, there we go. There we go. This is a big wave. No, it wasn't. Never mind. I'm still 8 seconds, F8. That seems to be about right. I think any longer and it would just be a bit too bright. Yeah, although I may go forward a couple of feet. Just to kind of get a bit closer, because the waves crashing over the end here is still just a bit too far away for my liking. But this is definitely going to be something. I'm very happy I brought all my gear with me today. So as you saw in the last clip, I actually moved forward twice since I last spoke to you, but that was it. At that point, tide's just too far out, it's not worth chasing it anymore. And there was some weird pipe kind of thing that was starting to be exposed because the tide was going down, and that kind of ruined the shot a little bit. So I'm just sitting in the car with some air conditioning because it's really sunny out there right now, and sun is starting to go down. It's actually super bright out there where the sun is. I need to pee again because now my focus is not on my camera. So I'm pretty much, what, 6:30? I'm kind of half thinking, do I go and try and get some food to come back here, or do I just go over there? Actually, I really don't want to hang out there for 3 hours waiting to do a picture. Yeah, I'm not proud of that either. But on the plus side, I did manage to go pee. Okay, so I'm now walking towards that rocky beach, which I still haven't been to, so I'm kind of going in blind. I don't really know what to expect. I can see it from here. Looks okay, but again, the water line is going even further in, so don't exactly know what I'll get when I don't know what I'll see when I get there. Because the one thing I am chasing is the tide, because it's all wrong. The outgoing tide is at its lowest at about 8:30, which is about an hour from now, or less than an hour from now. But that's when the sun is setting. It's about 8:30, 9 o'clock, so I really don't know what we're going to end up getting. So let's just cross our fingers, hope we actually have something worth shooting. Yeah, my camera is well and truly in the water right now. Okay, so okay, got this shot set up for sunset right now. Just basically waiting for it to go down. It's really bright. There are not a whole lot of clouds in the sky. I'll be fair. So I'm kind of concentrating. The sky is just my top third. Let me just double check that. I don't want to sound like an idiot. Yeah, it's just the top third. Most of the frame is taken up with the water here. I have, obviously when it's a little less, you know, garish sunset right now, I'll do my brackets, my 7, -3, -2, -1, standard, +1. I knew that was happening. Yep, jeans and shoe is soaked. I had a feeling that was happening. Okay, well, it's happened now, so that's fine. I'll just leave that be. Because tide shouldn't be coming in just yet. Although, let's have a quick look. At its lowest, it's meant to be 8:30, and it's just 8:30 now. So, it seems like it's starting to come in a little bit. Yeah. Anyway, if I need to, I'll rescue my camera. That's okay. but gonna do HDR brackets. But one thing I also want to try and do is maybe pull out my big stopper and do like a long exposure for the water, and then composite that into the sunset shot. I think that might be kind of a cool. That might actually look quite cool if you have like really smooth water with all the color of the sunset, but then you actually composite the sky and even the rocks maybe and stuff like that. Wow. I'm starting to think I may have had tidal information wrong, or at least later, because the water just keeps progressively getting higher now at this point. And I'm gonna have to move fairly soon. Yeah, it's actually just coming in higher now. Okay, let me get back to you on this. Yeah, so the tide is coming in. I actually haven't checked any reports, but I'm fairly sure the tide is coming in right now. I just tried to do some other shot. I did it very, very quickly. I think I managed to actually get it, but the water was getting higher and higher as I was doing it. So, I may need to do a rethink, or I need to just hang around until it's properly sunset and then I can see what I got, because right now I'm trying to scout for a location that I don't know what it will be yet, because the water is going to rise with the tide, and I don't know I probably won't be able to stand here in 15-20 minutes, and your battery's dying. So I'm gonna hang around. Might as well hang around. I've been here all day. Might as well just hang around and see what happens. So I basically gave up trying to shoot over there at the rocks. I just couldn't predict it, and the sunset isn't actually all that great. It's very bright, but there's no clouds, so nothing's really holding the light. So you might think it's a bit noisy right now. That's because I'm very close to the waves, shooting these pylons here with my big stopper. I don't know if it's going to work. I did a 25-second exposure. It was too dark. I did a 70-second exposure. It's a bit too bright. So I'm actually going to do, yeah, about 55. And I want to see. It's still pretty bright, but it's kind of ethereal actually. And I like all the detail on the rocks and the water, but I'm just going to do another one at 65. Let's do that. Or 60 rather. But there's a whole bunch of long exposure kind of stuff up here. So I think after this I'm just going to wrap it up and go after these shots are done, because there isn't much of a sunset going on. It's not really hiding. I'll hang around, but that'll be about it. If there is anything worth filming, I'll pull out the camera, but otherwise probably not. Okay, the sun is gone. I actually moved further back, of course, because water was trying to drown me. So let me just show you here what I got. So I've been shooting this here, and this is the last exposure I did here. Let's see. Oh, there you go. You can actually see it pretty well there. Yeah, so not bad. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, that was weird. Let me just check you're still. Yep, you're still recording. That's fine. The water is rising. It's just quite slow. I'm quite happy with the positioning actually of these logs in the frame, because they stagger. Each set kind of staggers into the water, but the top the closest ones to me are like above the horizon, so it kind of goes stacking down. It looks quite nice. And the color I'm getting kind of now is okay-ish. Of course, there's not much. There's a couple of clouds, but not a whole lot. I know it looks probably a bit oversaturated right now on screen, but there's not enough clouds to hold that really nice sunset color. So I'm going to do one more frame. That last frame was 120 seconds, so it was 2 minutes. I'm going to do 300 seconds, 3 minutes. 120, no, 200 seconds, sorry. Brain is dead because it's, I think this will be the last frame because it's now, yeah, 9:30. And it's late. I've been up since 6, so I want my sleep. My legs are tired, I'm tired of talking, I'm sure you're tired of me talking to you. So I wouldn't even bother showing you this frame, I'm just doing it more for my own sake at this point. So I'll probably come back here tomorrow, I think, and do some more long exposure stuff in the lunchtime kind of area where the tide is higher. So yeah, I guess that's it. Hope you enjoyed it today, and catch you tomorrow.